everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you how my budget is changing for 2025 in 3 major ways. The first major way that my budget is changing in 2025 is we have decided to contribute to the flexible spending account through my employer. The flexible spending account, we haven't done it in the past because I've always needed every single penny to put towards debt. And now I feel like we're in a position that's much more, I won't say much more comfortable, but we're just in a much better situation. And I said to my husband, it's a health savings account, but they call it flexible spending account. Either way, it's all for health related things. So we did some basic calculations of what our deductible is, any health things that we might have going on, or potential like a sinus infection, a basic common cold, those kind of things, and divided that up over 26 pays. And we are probably underestimating because what we don't want to happen is that it gets to be the end of the year and we have $500 to spend. And then what? We have to buy $500 worth of Band-Aids. So we are contributing, I think, $60 a paycheck. I can't believe I forgot how much it's going to be, but that is going to come out pre-tax, so it will not be in my net pay that you see me budget on the regular here on my channel. But just know that that is part of a savings thing that we decided to contribute to this year, and I will share with you once it starts coming out of my paycheck and how we are spending it and all of that. The second thing that is changing how I'm budgeting in 2025 is the fact that my husband got a new truck. Just a couple weeks ago, I think the heating element went and he went to get a quote for it. The part is $70, but they have to remove the whole engine to get to the part, and that makes it like $5,000. He was looking at used vehicles, new vehicles, the cost to repair, how much more time he can get out of his truck. He has had his old truck 19 years, longer than I've known him. Anyway, the short story is that everything had aligned. We found a very nice truck. It's new to us. It's not brand new. It was at a good price. It had good mileage, and it was time to trade in Big Red and go with this newer, younger model. So now my husband has a paycheck. We used some down money from our cash stash emergency fund and also chose a longer length of the loan so that the payment would be lower. However, we're throwing extra money to get it paid off as soon as possible. The point is that if something comes up, like we need to get a new refrigerator, we didn't want all of our money to be tied up in the car payment. So we are paying extra to get paid off sooner. But if something comes up, we are not committed to the larger payment. And I think the goal is to have it paid off in 2 years. So we'll see. We'll see how that happens. You guys have seen where my husband pays a lot for my gas and the groceries in the house. So that usually comes out of his funds. He makes more money than I do. He contributes more to retirement than I do. But now with this payment, we're going to be, I don't want to say tightening the reins, but you're probably going to see me paying for more groceries and gas along the way. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. And the final and third reason that budgeting is going to be changing a little bit in 2025 is if you guys have been around for a long time, you know that we have been struggling with infertility for probably 5 or 6 years now. Obviously, we never ended up getting pregnant and having a baby. And so we just, I don't know. I guess I'm aging out now, although I see some people still are stumbling on my words because it's hard to talk about. Then we're going to keep trying what we can. And, but with that, we have decided to see, I've been researching for a couple months now. We decided to start the adoption process and seeing how that goes. And there's so many questions that we have, so many scenarios that we have questions about and how it all works. And we have like some answers from our research, and going to be meeting with people in person to discuss things that we still have questions about, and even things that we found in our research to confirm that the research is correct. So there's just a lot going on with that. I forgot to shrink myself to show you that I put that on the checklist, which is really a moot point, right? Like, it's not really that important right now. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not really sure. I say possible adoption fees because I have no idea. I have never done this before. I have no experience with this. Just in the research I'm seeing online, it will either cost us nothing, or it will cost a couple $100, or a smaller amount, like maybe like $2,000 or $3,000, or it could cost up to $50,000. So it's quite the broad range of fees, and so I'm not sure how much of this process I'll be sharing with you guys, but if you're a prayer, just pray that our family expands in whatever way God wants it to. All right, well, those are the 3 major ways that our budget is going to be changing a little bit coming in January of 2025. I also am considering setting up some savings for a new house. But that is a very big topic that I'll just have to save for another video on another day. I need to go regroup myself anyway before I film any more videos. So let me know if you've had any major changes to your budget for this coming year. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. I am going to give away something at 2,500 subscribers. We'll talk about it as I get closer to that. Hopefully in 2025, I can get to that 2,500 subscriber mark. We'll see. I know that sometimes it's hard to stay consistent because of my full-time schedule. But anyway, I'm going to go regroup. Thank you guys so much for being here and for all your support. See you later.